How often do you get to see patients that hate their doctors and their method of treatment? These patients on Dr. Pimple Popper proved you can seek treatment and still hate your doctor in the process. Welcome to Film Time, the greatest hour to know everything about your favorite TV series, reality shows, and entertaining news about your favorite celebrities. If you liked the video, we would greatly appreciate it if you click the like button, and if you like content just like this, never miss an update by subscribing to our channel below. Dr. Lee is known for her bedside manners and her fierce protection of her patients' feelings, but it doesn't mean some patients are a fan of Dr. Lee or her methods. So here are 8 patients that couldn't stand Dr. Lee or her methods. Number 1. Blackhead in the ear. When a patient saw Dr. Lee's help to remove a blackhead in their ear, they must not have been prepared for the pain the extraction will cause them, because they couldn't stop wincing throughout the procedures. Some fans even commented on how they think Dr. Lee doesn't have to treat every case that comes her way, as the extraction was unnecessary. A fan commented, "That looks painful. I wish she had left the blackhead. It was unnecessary."
Look at that. There's another one here, so a little pressure there on the back one.
Number 2. Bloody face. A patient saw Dr. Lee's help to treat benign tumors that had taken residence all over her face. Dr. Lee had diagnosed her with trichoepitheliomas. Dr. Lee was visibly reluctant to perform the extraction, but she eventually proceeded to perform the extraction. The procedure was extremely painful for the patient, as Dr. Lee opted for her surgical blade to perform the extractions. In other words, she scraped the bumps off the patient's face, leaving her face very bloody and worse than it was before the patient came visiting. We don't think the patient appreciates that.
I'm gonna squeeze it now because I kind of squeezed one edge of it.
Number 3. Silent man. Most of Dr. Lee's patients are willing patients that they have no qualms chatting with the doctor, but this particular patient is definitely not a fan of Dr. Lee. Despite all the attempts by Dr. Lee to get the old man to open up, when she asked him if the pain was unbearable, he grunted his response, which allows Dr. Lee to know the procedure was painful, but the old man is not ready to talk to her. Talk about a bummer.
Pressure on you. There we go. There comes some.
Number 4. Inflamed cyst. It's unclear whether the patient just wanted to test Dr. Lee's patience or if he just wanted to show off his extensive knowledge of cyst removal procedures, as he kept telling the doctor what to do. That's like a nurse telling the fireman where to place the hose. He clearly does not appreciate Dr. Lee or her procedures, but why come to see her in the first place? And the cyst was inflamed, as he had made attempts to squeeze the cyst right before his appointment with Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee scolded him, but it's clear he does not agree with her.
Make sure again I'm not hurting you. This one might be a little harder for us to remove.
Number 5. Do-it-yourself patient. Once they start showing off their DIY blackhead extraction videos, then they clearly do not appreciate professional help. Despite knowing Dr. Lee does not like watching pimple popping videos, this particular patient kept showing her the video of how he had extracted some of his blackheads. He even told Dr. Lee that this video is educational. She doesn't agree, but almost fought with each other. It was rather tense. Number 6. Forehead cyst. Apart from her distaste for pimple popping videos, Dr. Lee also hates patients doing her job for her. It's like telling her you don't like her methods. Whether this patient firstly did the extraction themselves because they couldn't stand Dr. Lee's methods or not, they eventually winded up on Dr. Lee's table.
Let's see if I can squeeze a little.
Number 7. Rhinophyma. He didn't fight Dr. Lee, but it was clear the patient does not favor Dr. Lee's procedures because it was extremely painful. He was diagnosed with an extreme form of rosacea, and Dr. Lee had to use the electronic laser to get his nose into shape. It was a slow, bloody, and brutal process. The patient had complained that the growth prevented him from breathing properly. We can't imagine what the pain must have been like when Dr. Lee was removing the growth, but it's clear it was really painful as he kept wincing. Number 8. Bubbly steatocystoma. A patient saw Dr. Lee's help to remove benign bumps all over their ears, neck, arms, back, and Adam's apple. Dr. Lee diagnosed the patient with a steatocystoma. While the diagnosis was easy for Dr. Lee, the procedure to remove the bumps were not. Throughout the procedure, it was clear the patient was in serious pain as they almost lost consciousness during the procedure. With the way she was looking at Dr. Lee, we don't think she was a fan of the doctor after all.
Big one right here. This is my favorite kind, the butter kind.
Well, there you have it, guys. 8 patients that couldn't stand Dr. Lee because her methods were painful. Did you enjoy the video? Which of these cases upsets you? And which do you think Dr. Lee should have opted for another method? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, kindly click the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also turn on the notification bell to get notifications of our future posts. We hope to see you again. Adios.